Hi folks, Tim Conti here with Cloud Collaboration Consultants. In today's video, we are going to review Zoom, specifically Zoom Phone. Zoom is a leader in the Gartner Magic Quadrant for unified communications. They have over 5 million voice seats in service, although Zoom's predominantly known for their video solution. Their voice solution is probably the second largest in terms of deployed seats behind Microsoft Teams, of course. And when you're reviewing a technology solution, if you're like me or probably your peers as well, you start with a Google search. If you're considering Zoom Phone to replace your old phone system or replacing another unified communications provider with Zoom Phone, you're going to start with probably a Google search, and most of those searches are just going to give you a star rating, 1 through 5 stars. You're probably also going to talk to your peers in the industry that might have migrated to Zoom Phone. We personally have done well over 30 Zoom Phone implementations for businesses as small as 1 user up to thousands of users. But what I have for you today is a bit different in the industry in terms of testimonials and in terms of survey analytics. So let me show you what we've got for you here today. First and foremost, we're going to review Zoom on a number of different categories. Now you see here we had 109 responses, which is pretty good. We'd like that to be a little bit bigger, but you see here right away we give them, or they give a Net Promoter Score. Net Promoter Score asks some simple questions of how likely are you to do business with vendor X, and they score based on that because that's what ultimately what it comes down to. A plus 51 is pretty good. There might be some other things that are impacting that score, but let's dive into the details here. And as I mentioned before, a lot of the reviews online, and some of them are fake reviews, by the way, as you know, but a lot of the reviews you see online are pretty vague in terms of what they're reviewing on what aspect of the vendor, or in this case, Zoom Phone. But what you see here is we asked a number of questions. First and foremost, billing experience. This one is pretty big, right? You're probably already, going like this when you think of billing in the SaaS market, but they did pretty good with a 3.9 on a 5.0 scale. The industry is at 3.7. Channel experience with vendor, that's where I come in. I am a certified Zoom Phone consultant, certified Zoom provider, and this is my relationship with the Zoom team. That's a little low at 4.3, but you don't need to be concerned with that. That's more on my side of the house and things that I have to do internally to make sure that you're happy with Zoom Phone. Customer sales experience with vendor, that's a big one. 4.6 is a good score around that versus the industry at 4.5. Customer satisfaction with vendor, 4.5. That's a good score with 109 participants. Industry's at 4.3. Deployment implementation, a 4.4. Not bad. Now, part of this is we highly recommend utilizing some level of professional services, depending on the size of your organization. If you're just spinning up a couple of Zoom Phone licenses, it's very easy to do that. But if you're have some complex integration needs, some complex IVR needs, then you're going to want to have a paid implementation, and we help negotiate that for you. And then solution delivered as expected. To me, that's one of the most important ones. Did the team at Zoom deliver on what they promised you up front? And a score of 4.5 is again pretty good. So our overall feelings on Zoom Phone is I recommend them for most of my clients for a variety of reasons. One, ease of use. The interface is super simple. If you know Zoom Video, then you know Zoom Phone. It's not that much different. And then the cost. They are one of the more competitive providers out there. The list price for a Zoom Phone license with all the feature functionality is only $14.99 per user per month, and it only goes down from there based on term and number of users. And that's something we do as well. We are expert negotiators with all the vendors in our portfolio, including Zoom Phone. So if you have any questions, drop a comment. I'd love to hear from you, or book a call via the link, and we will set up a free analysis of your current environment or anything that you want to talk about as it relates to Zoom Phone or the unified communications market as a whole. Thank you. Have a great day.